You know what? CFA is one of the easiest exams to clear. It's about 9,000 questions in all the three levels, about 4 years of experience, about 1,500 hours of learning, and then 18 hours of exam that you go through all the three levels. Was it worth it? मुश्किल तो था. And that wouldn't been easy. 2013, I remember I was looking out at my undergraduate management syllabus, and then I couldn't really find I could just find one course which is basically on investments. So the idea was to just go and search, and I was looking out all over. I was looking at, in fact, I shortlisted also the fact that I might why not pursue CA. And then वो एज में प्रॉब्लम भी है कि you don't really know what these qualifications mean. So I shortlisted CA, CS, and then also when this thought came into my mind that maybe there's no such qualification of investments. And that's when I was actually looking out for one of my seniors I just went out to meet one of my seniors who's already 4 years experience, and he had some book with him which had this green cover, and it was written CFA. And then that's when it clicked me that what the hell is this? And when I looked at the syllabus, that was the exact thing which I wanted, not because of its popularity, not because of its flaunt value that we talk about today, but just because of the content which I saw. And at that moment in time, when I started actually pursuing CFA, whenever I used to say people, I'm doing CFA, they used to say, oh, C? Is it C? Is it something like C? So obviously across the, so many years since 2013, when I started, things have changed. Now we've got about 2 lakh people who actually pursue CFA. At least start learning CFA, and then we've got about 40,000 candidates who actually write the exam. And now India has become one of the biggest markets after China, which obviously was supposed to happen because, the population thing. So now it has become like, another MBA that people talk about, that, everybody knows about CFA. And its credibility, I think, was always established because, it's a 73-year-old organization. It's got 163 countries, about 175,000 chart holders. Sometimes it really feels good to think about that you are in one of them. All the three levels, from a content point of view, from the learning point of view, I think it was one of the best syllabus, and it still is. And I had the opportunity to actually meet a lot of people in CFA Institute, from the academics team, and I was able to also understand how the syllabus is actually designed. And I was taken by surprise, because the seriousness by which the CFA syllabus is actually create is fantastic, right? So I got to know that how it actually works is the fact that you've got all these CFA charter holders who are working in so many organizations, and these academic people actually go and visit these bigger institutions and then try to find out in their industry. For example, if you could actually go and go to a hedge fund and ask the CFA charter holder out there that what is the content that a fresher should know so that he can work in your organization. And that's how the syllabus is actually built. And the same is repeated across countries, across geographies, and it was fantastic. At a larger level has not diluted their given any exemptions. You can be a PhD and you still have to write all the three levels, right? Even if you are a master's, you still have to write all the three levels. It just doesn't stop there, right? So I think from that perspective, and that's the reason why the CFA, popularity in the population and the employability, everything is happening. That's the credibility part of CFA, right? How did I experience from an employment perspective? Well, just like any other qualifications, there will be a lot of people who will be blaming the CFA program that, oh, I did CFA and then, I am not getting a job. So CFA is useless. Hold on. The problem is that that's almost like, talking about those people who are in every class, who will find something some problem with even the best college if they were enrolled into. So even if they were in IIMs, they would complain of the fact that how poor, they are the ones in the class who will say that, which question should I practice, or do we really have to submit this assignment? These are these kind of people, right? So you can't hold the designation responsible for that, because the designation is amazing, right? Especially when you get into level 3, that's where this content, more than just obviously giving me a job, has given me the opportunity to create my own wealth, right? Today I don't really need a job to sustain me, and that conviction, till date, I use it in my investment strategy, in my business, right, in every decision making process, because the content has been made that way, right? If you do it in the right spirit, right? Investments is the key to deciding whether you want to do the CFA program or not, because it's a long commitment, trust me. I mean, 2013, I remember I was in my final year of graduation. That's when I started off CFA, and my friends were doing MBA. And after about 1.5 2 years, all my friends were obviously passed out from MBA, so they didn't have nothing to worry about. But I had to sacrifice a lot of time, effort, while working, right? Also preparing for the exams, sitting out night, taking all the tension, because MBA is you enter and then you just clear, but CFA is not like that, right? So if you don't prepare, you will not clear. It's as simple as that. So there's a lot of sacrifice which has to be done to learn that much content, and that can only be done if you are really interested in investments. So my key suggestion for people who really are thinking about even CFA, do not just think about the short term of one small job that you want to take up, right? Because there are multiple ways to reach there. But if you're genuinely interested in getting a full perspective of investment finance in one single qualification, right, it does the job. I mean, you will not, if you're really serious about investments, there will be no further qualifications you will need, right? CFA will do the job. And so I mean, that's the general advice on why and how to decide whether to take the CFA program or not. If you have any doubts, if you have any allegations, then put it on the comment box. I'll be happy to answer. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.